let's get that out of the way
down to
before we
business.
start. Have you thought of a group name yet?
Yeah, Neverwinter.
No.
No,
I wrote a load down.
Two.
Right. Who's thought of some?
I've got no.
That whole paragraph is names.
Go on, what you got, Jack?
no.
Throw him out there.
Shit.
But you can spend five minutes before we start. Workshop.
So I got Adventure Time,
None.
Fire Starters,
No.
Destiny's Bitches,
Yep.
That's the best so far.
Backstreet Barbs,
What? Paw?
the Red
Everybody
Hot Chaos Bolts,
Oh my god, I thought you said paw.
Did you
Do
just
you
send me a
have-
bag of Scrabble tiles and just see what happens?
You know the Red Hot Chaos Bolts? Do they have matching leather jackets?
they could have matching leather jackets.
I mean, if we go to the
They
right
do, I'm in.
retailer.
Oh, we can't now.
Can't go back to it. No.
No,
Another shopping
off the back.
episode.
we have like maybe an hour before she goes, wait.
Hang on a minute. What else you got, James? Go on.
Two-Door Tavern Club, Arcana Monkeys, Tenacious Decks, and the last stealth
Delicious
puppet.
dicks.
Tenacious Decks,
And then what?
and then the last stealth Muppets.
All of them
Well,
roll
so
right off the
which
tongue,
one
don't
was
they?
The odd lot.
The odd lot.
The odd
Andy,
lot.
what's yours?
Well, I don't know if it's going to compare now.
I mean, Jackie's
I
got a
went-
lot of thought and work into that.
Quality, quantity over quality. Though.
You already nicked one I was going to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fire starters. I was like, it's funny and it is weirdly
And it's
poetic.
Accurate.
But I also
Tad
thought
on the nose.
Neverblades.
The Neverblades.
Neverblades.
Blade.
We're never going to be in the Neverwinter Blades, so we're in the Neverblades.
Love it.
The Neverblades.
I quite like the Neverblades.
Quite like the
The
Neverblades.
Neverblades Winter.
That's our first album.
Who's intro in?
Oh, I thought that was it.
Oh, is that the intro? Cool, done.
Oh, yeah, that was the intro. I was not actually settling on a name.
I'll cut that bit out perfectly, so it's just Jackie reading a load of names and then starts now. Welcome to Neverwinter Eternal.
Was anyone not here? Last session? Do we have a full house?
James.
James, do you need a catch up, or have you watched?
I do need a catch up, please. A lovely little recap, if you don't mind.
Oh, lovely little
Don't mind.
recap.
Oh,
Lovely
go on,
little
treat
recap.
yourself.
Treat
Oh, wait.
yourself.
So last session,
James not here for the shopping episode.
No.
no, James missed the shopping episode. It was,
Oh, where Rue and Jackman went off at the very end to go.
Right to go to the barber, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
There
Oh,
was a
yeah.
check about that.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's
we
like I was
didn't-
waiting, and so on the stream it was just like, yeah, we're going to the barber when you said yes.
Well, we didn't tell you what haircut you've got now.
Oh,
So last session, James, for you, these lot did what any adventuring party would do before attempting to infiltrate the criminal underworld. They went shopping.
of course we did.
Indeed.
Of course we did.
Magda, you're still following the plan of Magda using her changeling abilities to pose as Gut, Indara's mother.
Good.
Gut.
Yeah, good.
So off you went to Fiora's Fabrics. Clothes were acquired. Probably more clothes than they wanted were acquired after Rafe decided, with I would say quite an ingenious use of the suggestion spell, convinced Fiora of Fiora's Fabrics, the little goblin owner of the shop.
Oh, the
To-
threat that would have our toes if we did
Yeah.
something wrong.
Quite a few times.
Yeah,
More than once.
Love it.
good thing about toes. Was then convinced with a suggestion spell from Rafe to hand over all of her clothes.
On accident. I only wanted her hat, really.
Yeah.
The
She had a very nice hat.
and the
Rafe,
dress.
Rafe now
which
has
we
a very
didn't order.
very nice pompadour feathered hat.
Love it. Love it.
Whilst
She
they did
literally
that,
was Starkers in the middle of her shop. I'm just to clarify.
she had no nips or bush out. She was her modesty was covered.
You said she wasn't wearing any undies.
You said she was
yeah,
completely
I did say that.
naked, and then she made some
She did,
clothes.
right? So she did have nips and bush out, all of it on show.
Yeah.
Didn't give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck. No shame, Fiora.
Goblin nips.
And we were all quite horrified by this, to a point where we were too scared to go back in, so we sent other people in for the stuff that we didn't get.
It was interesting. Well, but you did acquire your disguise for Rendra's meet. Whilst that was going on, Rin and Jacqueline, with Rin, I think, now realizing that he was now on the divine equivalent of being left on red. Decided to go to the House of Knowledge, where he spoke with Brother Anthus and tried to make sense of what comes next.
Mhm.
Left with probably, I think, more questions than answers. You then all met up. Disguise is ready. You went back to the Fallen Tower. That is the name of the inn I made up yet. Magda spent a couple of hours learning how to walk in high heels, which was quite funny. For the disguise. And some coaching off Indara on how to play her. Quite honestly, sounds like a bitch of a mum. And then, if I remember correctly, you all had a long rest.
Before we
leveled up.
Physically impossible. You lie.
Before we leveled up, we had a trip to the
I thought
barber.
you did.
No?
You didn't level up.
And we didn't have a long rest. We had a short
Oh.
rest.
Didn't have long rest.
Are you having a long rest or no?
No, because the meetings are like
We
2
can't
hours.
because the meet's tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is tonight.
It's all,
That
that,
is-
it's all that time in the gym, man. Screwed us
That
both.
is correct. I know.
Well, in that waiting time, then it's the barber shop.
Yes.
And we all sat
And then
down having a
whilst,
pint.
so you all sat downstairs. Sat now with, I mean, you know it's Magda, but it is kind of weird that there's now this very sour-faced lady sat at the table with you.
Did we get a description of what she used to look like?
Indara, would you like to give a description of your mother?
Yeah, my mother is an older Eladrin woman. She's in like her late 500s by this point. So she's slightly, even though she prefers her autumn form, her hair is still slightly greying at the temples. She's got, her features aren't quite as soft as Indara's, they're a bit sharper. Indara gets all her softness from her dad. So her features are slightly sharper. The green of her eyes is much more striking in this form than it would be in Indara's. About of a height, a little wider broad on the shoulders than Indara is. She doesn't look like she's really ever smiled a day in her life. She's got one of those very resting bitch faces.
Cool.
What season is she in?
Autumn,
She
did you
is in autumn. Yeah.
Cool. So you're all sat there. Rin and Jacqueline, you're currently shaving your beards off at a nearby barber's that you found. As you are all sat around, I presume drinking and eating, Magda,
Yes.
what are you doing? Are you just sat at the table? Do you still have your cane?
I've got my cane. Yes.
Is it just with you? Is it you holding
It's
it?
just with me, yeah. Like I usually have it either within hand's reach or I'm just resting my hand on it at all times. Unless I'm asleep.
Okay. So you, as you're all sat there chatting, through the bench, you feel like a slight vibration almost through your legs from where your cane is leaning. As you look over, You see that the eyes on the budgie's head on your cane have begun to glow amber.
Oh, heck. Okay. Oh god, I'm good, aren't I? Engage German. Anti-Hoft, anti-Poft, anti-Anti-Fiction-Notice.
Not offensive at all. Ellie, cut that.
What did you mean?
That's very
joking.
offensive. You quoted Shrek.
It's just offensive to everyone, not even German
Yeah.
people.
Not the German part. That's
yeah, I'm
fine.
quarter
The
German.
quote
That was
bad.
really offensive.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to look down at the glowy-eyed cane, and I'm like, is everything okay?
You watch as you feel a stronger vibration now through the bench, and the cane begins to slip and looks like it's about to fall to the floor.
Okay, I'm going to reach for it.
As you reach and grab the cane, what the rest of you see is Magda almost goes from you look over and you're like, oh fucking hell, she's talking to a stick again. And then you watch as the second her hands touch her cane, her whole body slumps, her head goes forward into her chest, and she just goes poof in the seat.
Somewhat inconvenient timing.
Not enough to like throw you off the bench, but just like, you know when your gran used to fall asleep in a chair like that?
Right.
It's like that.
Okay.
Magda, you not drift into sleep. You suddenly, it's almost like around you, the party and the tavern sort of dematerializes, and everything seems to shift and warp. You feel the weight of your body lessen, as if gravity itself is fading with it. It becomes this swirl of almost grey, white, and black clouds your entire vision. This wind rises, howling through your ears. Not cold, not harsh, but powerful, as though it starts to pull you upward.
Okay.
And you're not sitting anymore. You're floating, and then you're falling, but the sensation is slow as you slowly fall almost through an endless sky. After a few seconds, you see pierce the clouds. There's the jagged peaks of a mountain range, like you've seen mountains. You traveled over mountains coming from Silver Moon to Neverwinter. This is almost like an endless stretch of mountain, almost like the bones of some ancient beast just dusted with snow that glows beneath a pale moon that is now pierced through the clouds. You see shadows moving in the valleys of these peaks, not like natural darkness, but curling and twisting, almost as if the mountains themselves are alive. And then you hear something on the wind, a voice, distant and echoing, but the words are swallowed by the wind before you can make them out. And then just as you're about to hit the mountain, the world shifts again, almost like a flicker, and then a glimpse of something else. You see a feather, silver white, drifts past your vision. And for a moment, you see the outline of a tall, winged figure standing on a high peak, wind whipping through their plumage. They hold something in their grasp. Its form shifting, twisting, like it cannot decide what it is. Is it a cane, a sword, a hammer, a staff? And then your vision flickers again. You see a pair of hands, ink black veins crawling up pale skin, pressing against stone. An ancient stone, a seal almost cracked, bleeding this black mist. A distant scream echoes, not of pain, but of rage. Then words, not ones you recognize, but ones that feel familiar. You hear it almost carried by the wind. Sulane Fea Norve. The wind begins to howl louder and louder, and it pulls you faster now through the sky. The ground begins to race towards you, but before you hit, you wake. And you're back in the tavern with everyone else. The eyes on your cane have stopped, and it just sits in your hand.
Right. I lift my head up. And I look around the table, just looking to see if anyone's noticed.
How long was she out for on our side?
You all noticed, like, 1 minute she was talking, the next minute she just went, poof, and she was out for like a minute.
I think we're all like
Me and
crowded
Jack are
around
not
going. Just
Me and Jack aren't there, are we?
No, you're still at the bottom.
Yeah, we've gone. Yeah, okay, cool.
As you wake and you look around at everyone else, that phantom feeling of the wind sort of still lingers. Like you can almost feel it through your hair, but it's not there. And for this briefest of moments before Luna starts to speak to you, you swear you can still hear the whispered words, but now too faint to understand.
Okay. I reach up to pat my hair to try and like smooth it down to where it's meant to be.
You okay?
Yes, I think so.
I'm not used to that voice. You just kind of fainted and then got back up. This is...
I think I had just a moment. Just like, I don't know, maybe like a dream.
Oh,
It's the daytime.
he's got one.
Yes.
Like, do you get those
I'm
often?
not. No, never before. I'm sure I'm fine. I feel. Do I feel fine?
Yeah, you feel fine. You feel like, you know that feeling where you nod off for a few seconds, like when you're watching a movie or something?
Mhm.
And then you're alright.
I feel fine. I just, I don't know. Came over a bit strange.
Okay.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna go get your water.
That would be lovely.
I'm just gonna run off and get a water from the bar.
I am going to finish smoothing my hair, just check that like my outfit and stuff is all looking okay. And I'm going to turn to kind of the rest of the table. Anyway, have we decided what it is that I should be saying when we have our meeting?
Meeting about again? This is out of character.
We're trying to get into the Undervale, which is like, you know, no one has really been able to just get in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't be there.
No. And I've never tried to get into a criminal underworld before.
You and me both. We were going to say that you're interested in unusual animals for some work you were doing with my father.
Yes. So,
Like the
what?
normal.
But how much should I say? I
I'd say
don't
at
really.
this point, you all hear the doors go, and you watch as two half-orcs in armor walk in, distinctly missing both their beards, walking towards you.
knock myself down without. It's also bald.
Oh, you've gone for the full. Oh.
I get.
I'm gonna say that that Jack's actually gone for bald, but he's got a goatee.
Oh no! Is it like a soul patch?
No, just like a thicker goatee.
Oh, chin
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. At least we can
Just
tell
one of
them
those
apart.
just one of those lines.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've just got one. I just got that bit.
Oh no!
Oh no.
For shame.
Jack's got like the full chin.
Okay.
What happened to you two?
We fell into a big pile of scissors.
Oh,
No,
unfortunate.
we went to the barber. I thought it best that we look as least conspicuous as we can, and now we don't look like what we look like.
Yeah, notice how he says he thought it would be best.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Good job.
you could always say no, but you didn't.
But I'll be back.
You look
Anyway, what did we miss?
very
Okay.
different. I was just wondering what it is that I should say. I don't really know anything about exotic animals, and I don't really know anything about what Gert got up to.
What Gert got up to was tampering with shit she should never have tampered with. How I
Sounds
ended up
like this is
sending her.
probably right up their street then.
Yeah. So anyway,
What if they ask me what I'm planning on using them for?
it is not their concern. Their concern is only providing you with what you wish, and you will pay some good gold for it.
Okay.
My mother is very good at getting what she wants by giving as little information as possible.
And that do we think that will get us into the Undervale, or will it just mean that we have to go back and pick up animals that we don't really want?
I suspect if she demands to see the stock so that she can choose herself and meets the person who provides them so that she can give her specifications, it might go a long way.
Specification.
Yeah, specifications.
Specifications.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I will,
I mean, I think-
unfortunately, have to keep a bit of a distance. It would seem odd if I was seen with her too closely.
Yes. Okay. So, I want the animals so that I can continue my work. It is none of their concern what my work is, but I will need to examine the animals before I will agree to
Or you
payment.
commit
Do you
to-
want to?
Yeah.
You want to do a little bit of role play and we can practice before you do it, just so you feel a bit more confident with it.
It's like
Yes.
the Inception.
There's too many layers now.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. So you will play the seller, and I will play Gert,
Gert,
unless someone else would like to play Gert.
No, I think it's probably good that you play Gert.
Right. I will play Gert. Good. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm getting caught up in it. Yeah. So.
I've got you all doing it now.
Okay. So
Oh,
Yes.
Hello.
hello. Are you the person we were expecting?
Who are you expecting?
An exotic animals dealer?
Yes, that's me.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Gert.
Oh my god.
There's kind of been two better people to do this.
Indara just
Okay.
picks up her ale and drinks it really, really quickly.
I
So
like to think they were like sort of they're not like opposite each other, but like sort of leaning into the table across the corner.
I understand that you were the person to speak to regarding acquiring. Is acquiring a word she would use in her?
It is, but she would be more forceful. You don't need to be quite so polite.
Yeah, try again. So be a little bit more of a dick.
Okay.
Yeah, be a bit more forthright.
Right.
Yes.
You are smarter, you are more wealthy than anyone else in this room. You are therefore the most important person. They must listen to every word you say and meet all of your demands.
That makes
Jack
sense. I'm not sure how to behave like an appendage.
Jack looks at Rin and is like, I mean, maybe you could be less
Ruder.
polite as well.
Okay,
I mean, this person does deal with people in the place.
I sort of like. Yeah, let me get into character.
Jack's like, right, okay, yeah, there we go.
Am I seeing this in the bar?
I sit up straighter in my chair.
You've just placed water in front of Magda and then sat down like, what is happening?
I'm going to get back up and go to the
lean over
bar.
to
So you're walking into a shop, I assume.
I'm getting
I
more
lean over
drinks.
to Lena and just say, we're going to die.
I think we're meeting kind of in the middle of nowhere.
This is
We're
illegal.
all gonna die.
This is illegal. You're going to be meeting around the back of some.
So we're in an alley. Let's set the scene.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Okay. I sit up straighter. Good day.
Who are you?
I have come to meet someone. And who are you?
What's the name of the guy with me?
God, we're all going to die.
You don't know.
Just make it up.
Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
I'm gonna smack Rin across the back of the head and be like, keep focused.
Is there a code word? Do we have a code word?
No, we don't
No.
have a code.
Oh God. Okay.
We are going to be introduced. Oh no.
Am I to understand that we are meeting for the same interests?
Oh no.
Pretending there's like beaks or something in there.
Yes. Good.
Yes, you're here to make a deal. Yes.
I believe so. It depends on what you are offering. I have very exact specifications.
Okay, tell me what they are.
Well, I will need to examine the specimens first.
I like pretend to bring a box onto the table. What about this thing?
I will need more than one.
They come in.
This is amazing.
And I will need
I don't need to do anything. I'm just going to sit and enjoy.
I will need a range of options. More than you could possibly bring into this dirty alleyway.
Charlie. I'm like, I myself. I'm like, okay. I think that's good. It's like you're getting. I think there's a good persona there because I've run out of weirdness. I'm afraid, Magda.
Oh, okay. Say thank you for.
I think that worked. I think that might help you. So you got the psyche of her mum.
Yes.
No, she is still too nice.
Oh, so like,
What?
Jack.
Perhaps Indara. Perhaps you should meet Charles at the table. Don't. But you know what I mean. Like what we were just doing, but you instead of me. And you'll pretend to be good, and you show me how she would behave.
Very well.
So, Charles, if you could have Charlie.
My understanding is that we are going to be introduced by the man that we are protecting. Is this not correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Okay,
oh,
so
yes,
maybe.
yes, I remember.
Okay.
Maybe Jacqueline, if you pretend to be him, and then yes, lovely. Okay, I'm watching. So, just so I've got this clear, Indara is good.
Yeah, Jacqueline is
the man.
Just going to pack up.
and I'm playing.
I'm the shop.
And Rin is
the shady
Charlie.
that's selling. That's just the name I made up. We don't know if it's actually called Charlie.
All right. Okay.
At this point, Luna
remember
comes back with a round of drinks, but they're all missing like 2 inches off the top in various sides because she's been sat there sipping it at the bar.
Rin, do you
just grabbed
do you
one.
want to swap?
Yeah, let's switch.
All right. So you guys are coming up to me.
Yes, yeah. So we're walking in.
All right.
Really ambulatory about it. Right. This is our man. I say to Gert.
Where's my money?
Owes this gentleman money?
I lean over to Jackie. Do I owe you money?
Yeah, you do. Hurry up.
Yeah, here's. Yeah, I've got it, but it's not here.
What do you mean it's not here? Look, I told you what was going to happen if you didn't have my money.
Well, that's why I got.
mean, if I may, I am perfectly happy for you to do whatever you wish to my associates
Who's this?
when the time comes. I have been informed that you are able to provide me with very specific animal specimens which I need for some of my experimentations. Is this true?
Who's this? Who have you brought along with you?
My name is Gertelen. I have come a very long way from Silvery Moon. My husband runs the magic school there. You must have heard of him. Anyway, I am told that you could provide me with some very specific specimens that I require for my experiments. Animal specimens would deal in rare beasts, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I dabble.
Dabble. Well, dabbling is better than nothing at all. No one seems to be able to provide what I want, and so rangers around Silvery Moon are useless. But you can get me some...
What are you looking for?
Unusual. Strong. Strange.
Oh, well, you can talk to him about unusual and strange.
No, he does not have what I need. I need stranger. Weirder. And he tells me that you are the person to speak to abstain stranger and weirder.
While this is going on, I'm going to nudge Luna for her notebook and her pen.
I mean, we can. I can arrange to bring some here.
No. Bringing some here is not
I'll
ideal.
lean over
And
to
I
Luna and
don't
go,
wish
which
to
one's
see
half and
too
half?
much in the alleyways. I would need to seize the specimens before I committed to anything at all, and I would not wish to inconvenience you by having you drag some up here and create chaos and mayhem and draw attention. If I could simply seize them where you vent them from, examine them in their environment so I know that they are proper specimens and not liable to die on me in 3 days' time.
It is a very dangerous place.
Oh, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself. I only have this individual here because I needed to speak with you.
I'm just the middleman.
Ah. Well, I tell you what. You pay up what he owes me.
Right, it's too real. It's too real. Jackery, stop it.
Yeah, I don't think this.
Wow.
Oh, she's bloody good.
This is
Quite
my mother.
lesbians, aren't you?
You're actually quite
Yeah.
convincing
Wow.
as a
Stop
criminal.
it. Stop it, you.
You're quite convincing as a criminal.
Magda, this is the energy you need to give to my mother. She is
Okay.
a bitch, but
Okay.
she is an animated one.
Okay. Here's what I have written. Thank you, Luna. Here's what I have written down. Very specific specimens. All of this is misspelled. Very specific specimens for animal. What was the word you used?
Experimentation.
Oh my goodness, that's a very long word. Experimentation. You would like rare beasts, unusual, wrong, strange,
Weird.
weird.
Magical.
R.D.
Weird.
Weird.
You don't wish to be seen, and you will not agree to see them in the alleyway. No.
Yeah. Must see them in situ. I must ensure that they are properly cared for. I do not wish for them to die 2 minutes into my experiments.
What does in situ mean? Does it mean they're
Where
sitting
they are
down?
based. No,
Oh.
where they are based. Yeah.
Right. In
EN.
situ. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
He's the most
good.
intelligent person in the room.
I fold up. Oh no.
This is going to go
Well,
horribly.
now I feel very nervous again.
It'll be fine.
Okay. I fold up the piece of paper and like tuck it up my sleeve.
Oh no.
Oh,
Can we just forward about an hour in gameplay where Magda, in the middle of this really important deal, just goes, "Hang on."
Yeah.
Or
Checking the vocab.
Yeah.
so that seems like you guys are sorted.
How are we? How
Rendra
are
is
we
gonna
actually?
down her drink.
How are we actually doing this? I mean,
well, we're going as muscle. But...
yeah. What? All of us?
No, I mean you.
You two are going as muscle, and
yeah, you
I will
didn't hear the
be there
conversation.
with the boat.
You were already walking into town when we started discussing this. Me, Wraith, and
Right.
Risen are going to the Moonstone.
Okay.
We're watching the
You're
show.
my bodyguards, and Indara is going to, I don't know, hide in a tree.
But I'm going to hide on a roof. But yeah.
Oh,
Dead
on a
tree.
roof. Sorry. Yes.
That's why it's a
Oh,
really?
no.
Dead trees. I think about that and I start writing in my notebook.
Have we learnt nothing about splitting the party across town?
That's great, but
No.
we haven't. And also the fact that we're not
We
aiming to get in a fight.
We have a double
Actually,
booking.
no, we haven't.
It's just
There we
that some of us are going to a very, very dangerous place.
Some of us are going to a gig.
We're probably
Getting
not today.
flashbacks.
Oh, Risen,
Yeah.
give one of them the other sending stone.
Oh shit!
I'll
Yeah,
keep
who
hold
wants
of
to
the
hold
first
the?
one.
Who wants to
Give it
I'll
to
take that.
Rendra because she'll be the one who's less likely to be seen.
If only when someone would say that in character.
Me, give it to me. I will be on the rooftop, so you will be less likely to spot me.
Okay,
Some
just make sure you
captain
don't lose
call
track
you.
of them.
I won't. I'm not the one here who loses things.
No, them, the people who you are not staying exactly with. Make sure you don't lose
I
track of them
will
if they go anywhere
keep-
underground.
I will keep a close eye on them. I'm not going to let Magda out of my sight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Do we need to practice what we're going to say to
If
the person from the gig thing? And the
Another one.
Moonstone.
Let's just figure out what we're going to do.
Well, they got the
No,
practice.
you've got
I
to
can't
say,
have
Hey, where's your
practice too.
sister? We need
Hey,
to
and
kill
go
her.
in.
Oh, why are we killing her?
That is also a fair point. But either way, we can't say that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they did the roleplay. I want to do a roleplay too.
I do not want to do a role play.
Wraith, roleplay with me.
Sorry, Dally, what was that?
What are you looking at? Right, we're going to roleplay and pretend that we're
I was just
talking.
reading the back of a beer mat.
There's a number on here.
It's
It's a call
Sending
for the
stone on
all for a good time.
Just a sending stone stapled to it.
That's how you get enough play in this world.
We're going to roleplay like they did with talking to the singer person about her sister.
Okay, well, I think the way we have to go about this is flattery. We are their biggest fan, and we don't even know she has a sister, but she's going to tell us everything.
Just by telling her that we're big fans.
Yes.
Name
And
one
I have a
song
few
she's
tricks
done.
up my sleeve. Roll. Can I roll? Can I
What, that was the song?
roll?
How did you know?
Bringing your own clipboard around with you.
Perfect. Roll.
Action for roleplay.
Anyway, so that's one option. Anyone else got any ideas?
Oh, I thought this was the roleplay.
No, wait, is it?
Oh, right.
You-
Okay.
We
I'll
can
be
roll.
the- I'll be-
Who do you
I'll
want
be
me to
her.
be?
I'll be
Okay.
her. And you ask me that.
Wow. Oh my god. It's you. It's really you.
Please get away from me.
Oh, Oh, please
Oh,
don't
wait.
be like that.
I thought you were playing her, not Luna.
There was too much excitement. I got scared.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
right,
was
okay.
very Luna of you, Luke.
I don't know what she's like.
Well, she's a performer, and most performers are quite
Oh, you be the performer.
I was
extrovert.
about to say, maybe you switch roles.
Right. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Hi. You're really good.
Oh, well, thank you, darling. I've been having a lovely performance tonight. A bit pitchy here and there.
You're talking about yourself. Yeah, we need. Yeah, we need to talk to your sister about something. Is that okay?
Actually, I don't talk about my sister to anyone. I think that's rather intrusive.
Oh, we failed. I don't know what to do, guys.
Buy me dinner first.
Well, hold on. Haven't some of you seen them play?
Yes, and Dara and I have seen her play.
Or maybe you should
What
play them.
usually happens?
Oh, well,
Have you seen them in
Can we
action?
see you play? Sorry.
well, they play, and then people are very pleased by the performance, and the people sometimes do go up and say hello, and well, I don't know, because I'm usually working.
Well, Rafe, maybe you could try that suggestion thing that you were talking about.
No.
No?
I think the thing is, she's a magic user. Like a
Why don't we just be honest?
A
with her?
bard.
What, you're going to tell her that you plan to
We
kill her
could
sister?
try.
But we don't plan. Are we planning to kill her?
I think
I thought
so.
we were going to talk
I think
to
we
her.
were told we had to.
I don't think
I'm
anyone
sure we
cares.
said that we were going to.
Yeah, do have a look around if everybody's like sort of like noticing that we're talking about killing someone.
In chess.
No one.
So
Like,
they kill them.
So
Where are
I'm
you
double
going
checking
with
that we're not being too loud and like sort of like just like.
The thing you've noticed about the Fallen Tower is it's this because of now you know about the games. It seems to be a lot of other sort of parties like yourself that come and stay there, and most of the tables are groups just talking between themselves. No one's really paying attention to anybody else, and so you feel pretty safe that your conversation is remaining private.
Cool.
So yeah, are we already thinking that we're just going to do that?
I mean, I don't know right now, but even I know I probably wouldn't mention that.
Well,
Hello,
I don't think
how are
we'll
you?
mention that part. Maybe
How's
we
your
just...
sister? We'd like to kill her, please.
See, that's what I thought we were going to go towards, but why don't we just tell her the truth that we need to talk to her, because we're kind of stuck between a hard place and the whole government.
What about
Oh my
halfway?
God.
Why don't we say we need to talk to her sister because we think her sister's in danger and we need to warn her?
But what if they already know that we've been told that to go
yes.
kill her? So then, I don't like all this.
Technically, she is in danger. Then.
Exactly.
But from
We're
us,
not lying.
That's quite smart, Riz. Wow.
Not lying.
Aren't you worried that she might decide that that's a threat to her sister and go and tell her that someone's looking for her?
Maybe we just. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we tell the truth, but just like, hey, we just really need to talk to her. Sit down and have a conversation. Find out what the hell's going on.
I don't know if we can trust these
We
people.
we could just get them to leave.
What do you mean?
You don't have to kill.
What, the whole Zentarum?
Yeah, I mean that's what they want, really. They want them gone.
So if we could do that without killing her, that
Well,
would be a much
yeah.
better option.
If that's the option,
So
then we
you
need
need
to
to
go talk
talk.
to her. So then I'm
You
going
need
to
to
say
talk
that
to
to
her.
the sister.
Because she's in trouble.
There's something happening. We don't know what the hell's going on, but I think we all agree right now we don't really want to start killing people again.
I mean, yeah,
Also-
we never signed up to be murderers for hire.
Exactly.
I'm not really okay with that.
Well, I think she also sounds pretty dangerous.
I mean,
If she
I
wants
don't.
to kill us.
I seem to remember we said that we would kill her.
Yeah, but maybe we said that because we were about to either be killed ourselves or get thrown in jail. So we
could kill her.
But-
maybe this should just be like a
Kill her.
recon mission.
Isn't she a bad person?
With
I
just
don't
the
know.
three of you, it's not gonna.
How do we? I mean, we don't know that she's a bad person.
Well, she's the leader of Zentarum. She's a bad person.
But we don't know if
I mean-
are they bad?
I don't know anything about this in time, really. I mean, the orc guy was a bit of a dick, but
Yeah, I did
Can
like
we-
him.
Khan. His name's Khan.
Why don't we just
yeah.
kill him
We
and say it was
do-
Datari?
But hang on. Aren't you just going to find out about where her sister might be?
Yeah, but how
Right.
we're trying to figure out how to do that without arousing suspicion.
Just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Damien,
I've heard you've got a sister.
Yes.
Is they a musician as
The
well?
Zentarum.
Some, like,
Mm-hmm.
can I do a history check to see what I've heard about how bad they are, considering they are essentially a more private form of guard and their own entity altogether? Like, how much bad do you hear about them doing?
Yeah, go on.
Can I do the same as someone who's been in the city a lot longer?
Yeah. Early risen because you have been in the city a long time. Roll with it.
11.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that is a dirty 20.
They
Very nice. Jack, you've heard of the Zentarum, but it's more in the sort of like you were told as kids if you didn't go to sleep, Zents would sell you. Zents would smuggle you.
Yeah, fair.
Sort of like boogeyman stories. You don't. Everyone knows of the Zentarum, but nobody quite knows what they do, what they're involved in. And it's all a lot of tales and sort of like bar stories. It's like the Masons.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone's aware of them. No one really knows what they do.
But they're there.
And Risen with a dirty 20, it's almost the same. Like, you don't hear a lot. You've heard a lot of tales, a bit far-fetched. Like, if something goes missing or somebody can't quite explain something, you find in Neverwinter, these stories tend to evolve. You hear a lot of them through the pub, and you hear the Zentarum being blamed for a lot of stuff that people don't necessarily have answers to. Stuff that, like the Fane is not blamed for. The Zentarin seem to get blamed for. Everyone knows who they are. Everyone knows they're around, that they're shady, they hide, they're in the shadows, but you're not entirely sure they do.
Okay, so there's no kind of categorical they do bad shit.
You've
Well,
heard
it's-
tales.
it's
You've heard
implied, but
tales
not-
of banks being robbed, and then somebody going, "Oh, I must." So you've heard tales of smuggling ships being stopped on the harbour, and people going, "Oh, it must have been Zents," but you're not sure of how much stock is in these stories because they're almost like tales and ghost stories that are told in pubs, and the Zents seem to feature in a lot of them.
Can I reframe it ever so slightly?
You can try.
Do you ever hear about anything good?
From the Zents. No one seems scared
Mhm.
of the Zents. It's not like for Risen, for you especially, when people talk about sort of the Veil's grasp, or people talk about the Alagondors or other factions within the city, like the Ashmardi and people like that within the city, that people are fearful of. No one seems fearful of the Zents.
I mean,
Well, I
what I'm
mean-
saying is, Lord Neverember said that they were going to. He was trying to protect things that needed to be protected from them. That's all.
Yeah, but I mean, let's admit it. They've got their own shady stuff going on. Very clearly.
I don't know. Well, perhaps they do, but we're the ones who are the criminals here, not them.
Doesn't mean we should be judge, jury, and executioner when we've only got one side.
That's why we should go talk to her. Even though I kind of like the deal we made, but I don't really particularly
It's
want
a
to kill
great
someone
deal.
that's innocent.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe honesty is
At the
the
end of
best policy.
At the end of the day, he wanted them gone.
He
Gone
wanted them
doesn't
dead.
mean gone doesn't mean
No.
dead.
He said dead.
I'm pretty
He said
sure
that.
He wanted dead, but he also wanted gone. All
So
of
But
it.
he
if gone
said
but
kill.
not dead, he might be happy with that.
He said kill her.
said
He wanted the
so
rest
that,
gone.
That's yeah, but if he wants the Zens gone,
That's
that's
still
great.
killing
But we're
someone,
still
bro.
killing.
All I'm saying
no,
is
no.
they
He
could just-
specifically
they
said
could
the
just-
deal was to kill her.
Yeah,
the-
but they could just go.
The deal is to kill her because she is getting close to something that he doesn't want anywhere near, and she is a threat. As we have taken that deal. At this point, if we back out, we are wanted criminals who will be chased across the entirety of Faerun.
Well,
Well, at the moment, we're not going to go and do that. We just need to find out where she is.
Just,
yes.
Yeah, just do some recon. See what's going on. See what's the watch.
We'll talk to her because it's better than talking to that other bloke.
And he
also,
wants us to infiltrate this entire anyway. By
Also,
infiltrating, we'll get more information.
Maybe you could pose it as like sort of I've heard about your sister. I want into this organisation.
I have a feeling you will just get blank looks with that one.
What?
Didn't
If
didn't
we
he
just
say
go-
that most people don't know that she has a sister?
Yeah,
Then wouldn't it look a bit strange if you do know that she has a sister?
that's something people said. I don't remember.
What if we've got time? We can go to the House of Knowledge and look her up.
Swing by research.
Could do.
Oh,
We've got a few hours ahead of these guys. We
Because
don't
we
have
could
to be
just
there
say
till
we
nine.
didn't.
because you're going the other way.
Oh yeah, true. Sorry.
But could you not? What if you said that you were? Someone had said that they might be the people to speak to get involved with a certain situation. Maybe not
Depends on
not
how-
mentioning the sister. He did say. He did say that most people don't know.
Well, if we find some information on the sister and then go from there, and then just try and like talk her up, and then we can be like honest and say this is fucked up. Let's go talk privately and just say we need to talk to her. We want to do it quick and soon.
But if
How
you
much
try
our
to find
sister knows.
information on known historical associates, maybe this will give you an in.
Just go in and ask what's the guy's name in the House of Knowledge.
Oh, it's
Brother
Brother
Anthus.
Anthus.
And why don't we just go
That was
like
it.
say, can you search up the singer's name? What is her name? It's so weird for me.
It began with an L.
Very
Lucy.
forgettable name.
Linda.
Yeah, that
Linda.
No.
Linda. Yeah. So
yeah, wouldn't it like
Linda
Lily
and
or
her
something
sister
like that?
Diane.
yeah. So why don't we just go?
Please.
This is painful.
Oh wait, I've got it. It's Lisa.
Why don't we go ask Brother Anthus about it and see if he can come up with some
Lyra?
information like we did the other day?
Leanne.
I think we're
So-
past this
Yeah.
joke.
Lisa on
now.
her sister
Just be
Jeffrey.
aware. Just be aware that he didn't seem to realise that we were no longer members of the Blade. I don't know. Just
We should be a bit careful with that, though.
They'll be fine.
I'd say by this point, Team Rendra, you're now realizing that you're coming up to the point where you have to leave
right,
the
let's,
render shop by
Well,
6.
let's get our game faces on. Jack.
Good luck.
What?
Indara will have
You too.
borrowed Magda's old belt to make sure that she's got something to put her sword on. And then she'll have her bow slung over her back. she'll just, as they leave, she'll just pull her hood up and keep a short distance behind them.
I'm gonna wipe down my clothes with my cloth. Just make sure that everything is spick and span.
Oh,
When
before
you leave
go.
with, when you're walking, make sure you're
Yes.
always one step ahead of Jacqueline and Andrin, and pay them no mind. They're hired guards. You do not want to look in their direction at any time.
Oh, we should probably just call her mom or miss all the time if we say anything. Mom.
If you call her miss, she would probably shoot you with a firebolt.
Mom, it is.
Oh, but I can't shoot them with a firebolt.
Not you. If it was
If it was my mother,
really Gert.
I know, but what if they do something? What was the word she liked to use? Ucks.
Yeah. So how should we act with her?
tall, quiet, muscle.
Tall.
Not tall. Be quiet. Be muscle.
Okay.
There's nothing between your ears but the desire to commit huge quantities of violence upon anyone who irritates her.
So derivative. All right.
I know it is very derivative, but this is the sort of bodyguard I'm looking for.
But they've got heads between
Fucking
their ears.
stereotypes.
Otherwise, they'd just be ears.
I mean, my mother could take a halfling who had nothing but the desire to do huge quantities of violence upon someone. As long as you look as though you wish to rip somebody's arms off.
Go on, practice.
So I gesture towards Risen.
Before we go on, practice the face that you'd give if I called you something really stupid.
What, me?
No,
Yes,
not
you.
you idiot.
Oh, me?
Yeah. So I speak out of line. Give me the look.
Okay. Say
Where
something.
you're going to rip me arms off.
Will you say
all right,
something
miss.
stupid?
All right, miss. Oh shit! Yeah, that's good.
Is it? I don't know. I can't see my
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it worked.
that works.
face.
It reminds me far so much of my mother. I don't know.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it must be a bit weird, right?
Yeah,
Magda.
very weird.
Well, for me, I'm just pretending that I'm already very, very angry. Yes, Luna. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Don't I refer to you as Gert at the moment?
I don't know.
Could I borrow your cloth?
Do you mean just for a moment?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. I hand it over to you, but I'm really like...
You said
You go.
that the moonstone is kind of like posh, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start cleaning off my clothes
Oh, my.
and cleaning my face and hair. Obviously, they'll be wearing a mask, but I start like trying to sort out my hair with it.
So the rest of you watch as Luna takes this cloth, begins to clean, and you see like skin for the first time.
Oh, cut out them.
Like to come up. You watch as the. There's a reason for that. Yeah, the rags around her arms go from browny, bloody color to like pure white again. Her clothes begin to, and as you do it over your hair like looks like it's, as the rag goes over, it just pulls all the dirt out of your hair, and like hair goes long, conditioned.
I didn't happen.
What?
Was that just for
Cut
me?
out.
Yeah, it was cutting out just because
No, it's cut out for me as well.
because you're being.
But I got the
Yeah,
gist.
yeah, very clean hair.
I'm struggling not to German now.
So yeah, I do that, and I look. Luna looks generally kind of like.
Luna.
Thank you.
Thank
I hand it
you.
back.
You look... Well, you look very lovely.
Thanks. Well, I'm gonna get the new cloak that Wraith got me out. Why is it leather?
You asked for leather.
I did not ask for leather.
You said
did.
that I could choose whatever I wanted for
So
you.
then how did I choose leather if you chose for me?
Me the chance to choose exactly what you had. Therefore, ergo, you chose.
Okay.
Go.
It wasn't my go at all. You
Stop it.
No.
Put it on, try it on. You don't knock it until you try it.
Just feels really heavy, and I'm gonna put it on.
Oh my god, look at you.
Go on then, gives a 12.
No.
Right.
Wow. And don't you like the burgundy lining?
Why are you so grumpy?
I'm not grumpy.
But she's clean.
Does everyone else like it?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
very
it
cool.
is gorgeous.
Ah,
I think
look
it's
lovely,
lovely.
you know.
Very
I
stylish.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
what was that?
Don't push it,
I'm gonna
right?
punch him in the dick.
Can I try and dodge that?
Roll for dick punch.
Cunning action.
It's like I just
Free
punch
action.
on the leg. To be honest, in reality, I'll just put a little jab to the leg. Like, stop it.
Fine, I'm sorry.
You do look very
Yeah.
nice, though, Luna.
Right, and we got to go.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have
we
got
do.
to go.
We're going to be late.
Right. Be safe.
Yeah, you too.
Call us if you need us on the thing.
Magda, you have left the budgie in the room, haven't you? We cannot bring the budgie.
Does it
You
like
can take the
out of
budgie
your
if you like.
clothes?
Yeah, I can
No,
look
we cannot
after it.
bring the budgie.
I'll be back in a moment. I think I forgot something in our room.
Before
And
you leave,
I go upstairs and put the budgie in the room.
do a quick prayer to Millie to protect us, keep us safe.
I asked Jacqueline,
Oh,
do you know what a word that rhymes with fate?
Don't.
What?
They?
Fate
Or date.
or date?
Hate.
Fate. Alright, cool. Yeah, thank you.
guys,
Great.
can you also refill
8.
these vials with your blood, please?
I'm sorry, what?
We did this last time. We're splitting up again. I need to make sure you guys are going to be
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yes, yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I'd rinse out the old ones, and it's congealed, horrible looking blood from the last one. And I was
What are you
rinsing
rinsing
it.
them out with?
I don't know. I think like half a pint
The
of beer
beer.
left there.
Yeah.
Pouring it in like.
So it's
I'm
the
just
half that I
cleaning them
left.
out.
It's the
Take it
half
home,
that I
you shoulder
left because I
together.
realised it wasn't a mix of water and beer. And I'm like, I can't finish that.
Yeah. No. So I'm just cleaning them out. So guys, can you just fill them up again?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
bloody
Okay,
beer.
done.
you get fresh vials of blood.
Thank
Yep.
The sentence you'd ever say in D&D.
Fresh files of blood.
Team
One day it'll be
Rendra.
revealed.
So you leave to make your way towards Rendra's shop. What?
Said making my way.
Downtown.
Around.
Thank you.
And you three are heading.
To the house and
the
house and
bath.
lodge to the Moonstone. So do.
But are we heading there now? Because we're going to be like 3 hours early if we do that.
Yeah, we
Well-
want to get ready,
Do some research.
What's the time at the moment?
So you're coming out for like sort of just after 5.
Does the House of Knowledge close?
I know the House of Knowledge stays open.
Cool.
It also acts as like a temple. Ogma
Mhm.
is open at all times for people
Yeah,
to
gotcha.
go and pray and do god shit.
We're technically all working the same way out there at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
you've all just
do
said
that thing.
goodbye.
We
Just
say
say bye, that's all good
We
moment.
say goodbye and then we stop at the same door. Yeah, excellent. Classic.
I forgot
And
that
you
you're
all-
coming this way.
Can we, me and Jack get stuck in the door?
Hold on.
You-
I want to get changed.
Yeah, I want to finish my beer.
I'm like halfway out the
Yeah,
door. Like,
Priorities.
We should do some
Bye.
prees,
let's go back in.
Right, well, have a lovely time.
Thanks.
Luck.
As he made like that, they're talking about prees as I'm walking with Jack down the road. I'm like, you call him Rafe in public, call him Benedict, and he's suddenly got opinions about bloody wine pairings.
This is the way it is.
Benedict's got an extensive knowledge of wine.
I would imagine Indara also has an extensive knowledge
Yes.
of wine.
Why do you
Benedict
think
and
the
Indara are
Bordeaux
going to end
Bear's
up
got
being
such a good
the
wine list? 2
Benedict
years
and
of
Indara are
that.
going to be the
Red
spoiled rich kids
and white.
commiserating on the loss
Yeah.
of their spoiled
One
rich
in the
kid.
you guys are going to hang out for a bit, then head to the House of Knowledge, yeah?
Yeah, it wouldn't be smart of all of us going at the same time because someone's clocks us, and you're supposed to be someone else.
Cool. And you guys are heading straight to Rendra's market district,
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
How are you getting there? You walking? You stagecoaching? Taxi?
Stagecoach.
Cool. Easy enough. You jump on a stagecoach to the market district. It's going to be back up a couple of seats.
I am going to put my hood up while we're travelling there, but the entire time I am reading this piece of paper over and over and over and over again.
No.
I whisper words of encouragement. It's like, no, you'll be alright, you'll be fine, yeah?
It takes about sort of half hour, 40 to get to where you need to be. So like you end up near the market district with about 20 minutes to spare. So that's 40 minutes of you going through this this spiel. Can you give me just a quick performance roll, Magda?
Yeah. Yes, I can. Mitbumam.
Can I be coaching her and give her like the advantage with the help?
No.
It's a 10.
You feel like you've remembered some.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold it.
Oh, it's
You don't have guidance? Does anybody have guidance?
have
Go!
guides.
Oh,
Too
So
late.
not really.
never mind.
You guys make your way through the
just-
market. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, just quickly, just to remind ourselves, because it feels like a lifetime ago. He owed money.
He did.
We had the money to cover his debt, and now
You
we
did.
no longer, of course, have said money. Can we remember how much it was?
It was 200 gold,
200 gold. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
which
just
Lyra
quickly,
gave you, but it was taken
Yeah.
back when you were kicked
Just
out.
quickly, how much gold
Yeah.
do we have amongst the four of us?
Well, I have 17.
49.
I've got 50.
15.
Sorry.
Sure.
So we have 100 and a bit.
We could say like, oh, we've got this half now and half later, sort of like.
He did say that he was going to try and make some money as well. 'Cause
Oh, so yeah, like
we
he's
didn't
got
mention-
some.
we didn't actually give him any guarantee that we could pay for him.
No.
Did we?
And he's getting introduced to a new client. Maybe that can sway this.
We were going to threaten them, is what we were going to do. That was our plan, and then
Yeah.
Lyra gave us the money.
So just so
Yeah.
that we have
on the
that.
same page.
Okay, so you make your way through the market. You see now, so at the time you're getting to, a lot of the outer stalls are starting to close up and pack up for the evening. So the markets are, this is probably the quietest you've seen it since we started. So people sort of grabbing last minute bits and vendors hurriedly like selling and pushing them off so they can start closing down their stalls. And you make your way to Rendra's shop. As you approach the shop, you see that the blinds are pulled on both the door and the window, and a sign that says closed on.
I'm gonna put myself ahead of these two at this point.
Yeah, I think it was like
Mhm.
we've done what Indara suggested. We've walked like a couple of steps behind.
Indara has sort of darted ahead of all of them because I think is Indara the only one here who's actually met Rendra last time? Yeah.
And
So
Rin.
Indara's
Remember in,
No,
but
Rin,
that's why I look different.
Rin
Rin.
and Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were all there.
we're all there.
Because Ring got his mouse.
Oh yeah, Rin got his mouth.
Which hasn't been fed
Anyway,
in
Indara's
currently.
gonna-
Indara should run.
Of course he
Indara
has.
should run ahead.
Have you said?
Of course, yeah.
Indara's still
Oh,
dashed
no.
ahead because Magda wasn't there
I don't kill pets.
last time.
But it's not
And she's
there.
gonna just knock. Just gonna
You
knock and get Rendra to open
And
the
a
door.
little home for him.
Okay, so you knock. Who's at the door? You and Dara.
Yeah, just me.
You watch as like the like pull down blind on like the glass bit of the doors, so it sort of twitches, and you see like an eye and part of a massive beard, and you like hurriedly hear locks unlocking, and you say, "Right, hello. I didn't think you were coming. Right, come in."
Just wait for my companions and we will explain slight change in plans.
Right.
Nothing too hopefully nothing too terrible. There has been a slight change. We
He like hurries you
Now
all
need-
inside and like shuts the door and locks it behind you.
we now need to get into properly rather than just threaten. We can provide half of what you owe them, but in exchange you will need to introduce this woman, Gert Delen, as a potential client to them. Can you do this for us?
Well, who the fuck is she?
Let us worry about that.
Jack looks at him and just shakes his head. Don't ask.
I'm standing quietly, doing my best to look imperious.
Right, but
A ton of trouble if we don't get her in, is that what this is?
yes, but I don't think he's gonna take too kindly to me turning up with a
We
potential
will deal with it
client.
if he does not take kindly to it, then we will deal with it. But Gert is a very powerful woman from Silvery Moon who has very specific needs.
No, I don't.
There are not needs that she can get met anywhere else.
No, I don't think you understand. Plans have kind of changed this end also.
Oh, Scheiße. What?
Well, I couldn't quite get hold of the money.
What, any of it?
I've got some,
Okay.
but not enough.
How much?
I've got 50.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a slow week.
Well, like I say, we like Indara said, we got half of it. You said, yeah.
Well,
100.
the thing is, they came knocking,
Okay.
and well, to cut a long story short, the man I was supposed to meet isn't coming anymore.
Okay, who is coming?
Well, they call him Silk. Hey?
I was just confirming it's called Silk.
Phil.
They call him Silk, but, well, I've heard stories. I think he's quite high up the Undervale and the Grasp, and they said they want to, in exchange for the missing money, to sell things through the business, as in mine.
What kind of things?
Well, this is what we're going to go find out. They're going to bring a specimen, and I'm not sure. But they turned up and they were heavy-handed. There was a few of them.
Do I notice any like sort of bruises or?
Yeah. So now, like he says that, you see like he's got like a bit black eye going on, like a bit lip is split, and he seems a lot shakier than the last time you saw him.
Mm.
So, you're your friend, and he sort of to maggot.
McGirt.
Maggot.
Maggot now.
Maggot.
She's a maggot.
She's a maggot. She's more than. Well, I don't know how he's going to react if she comes along. I mean, we can try. I don't. She looks quite fancy. I don't know if she's ready for all of this.
Oh, you would be amazed at what Madame Delaine can handle.
I sniff loudly.
He pulls like a hanky out of his pocket, but it's a bit brown around the edges.
It's like Rin raises his hand to just like, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting into it.
Either way, her muscle will also be your muscle, and I will be nearby.
Does he seem to recognise us, even though we look?
Yeah, he recognises you, Bear.
I'm a little bit disappointed about it.
Right. Well, we better go then, right?
Either way,
I've got a meeting place. Just follow me. We'll go out the back. I don't want any of.
Oh, just out of interest from previous. Did I keep the other sending stone that Kana gave me way back when?
Yeah, Ilaria gave it you back.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Right, okay. I know.
And stay near the back, just behind them.
He goes over to like a coat rack. He takes you through the back way, like the lounge area where he keeps a lot. Last time, you go through he grabs like a big fur coat and sort of puts that on over, pulls the collar up. Takes you through like a small galley kitchen, a little storeroom, and then you're out into the alleyways behind the market. And we'll stay out of sight. Yeah. Let's go. And he just head down and starts hurriedly walking off, like a direction away from them.
Okay, I'm going to follow behind him.
I'm gonna track a couple of like a meter behind him.
Okay.
As we're leaving the back entrance, I'm just going to turn to these three. I'm going to need the money.
Yeah, and Dara will hand over 10 gold.
It'd look a bit strange if we're all digging around in our pockets.
Yeah, I pass off the 15 gold.
I give you 50.
So what was it? 50, 15,
10.
10, and I've got 49. Okay.
That's more than enough. For half the money.
So you walk.
No money.
You walk for around 20, 25 minutes. You don't leave the Protector's enclave, but you sort of on the outskirts now towards, and you come to sort of like a small street that's a mixture of houses and smaller shops, and eventually Rendra just pounding this hallway says nothing the entire way. He comes to a stop outside of one of these shops, and you see above the door it says the Violet Remains, and underneath taxidermist. Right, this is the place I was told to meet. Everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say Violet Remains?
The Violet Remains, yeah.
Okay. Yuck.
Looks like I'm not going to be able to be as distant from this as I wish to. Let's go.
Perhaps you could, peer through a window or something. Is there a rooftop the other side?
There is. It's like it's a street, so all the houses, it's all like 2-story buildings.
Doubt very much this is going to happen somewhere where I can see from a rooftop.
Perhaps could you put your hood up?
Yes, I shall just keep my hood up and keep
A small group of children come running past.
nice and quiet.
Okay.
So yeah.
He sort of eyes you all once, and then he bangs loudly 3 times at the door. A few seconds pass.
During that time, I'm gonna just Mom, and I'm gonna get a little bit closer and just touch her on the shoulder and cast guidance. Maybe.
I am not going to acknowledge him, though I find that very difficult.
Just really want to say thank you.
Oh, cheers, lol. Thanks, lol.
Thanks. That's lovely.
After a few seconds, you hear the locks rattle on the other side, and you watch as you see this guy in sort of leather armor. The door opens slightly, and you see this head poke out. Yeah. And he looks around again, and he sees Ren. Right on time. In. He holds the door open for you all to come in.
Okay. I'm going to follow in straight after Rendra. I am using my cane, but I'm not limping. I'm doing my best to sort of hide that.
As you enter the shop, just the smell of whatever, pelt and dust, and you walk into this, and there is just taxidermy that just line the walls of this shop. Shelves everywhere, birds. There's a stuffed bear in the corner. He gets you all in. He takes you through this shop, and he takes you. Lils, can you just mute your mic a sec? There we go. He takes you through the shop without saying a word, and you see Rendra quiet and almost into himself, and the coat tight around himself. He takes you through a back room where there is shelves lined with sort of pelts and jars full of these glass beady eyes, all different sizes, shapes. Eventually you come to this just huge statue, taxidermed owlbear. And he sort of goes up and he grabs the side of the owlbear, and you watch as the whole thing swings, revealing a staircase leading down.
Just quickly, is there anyone else here? Is it just him?
Just him. The whole place was shut up from the outside when you arrived. This whole owlbear statue just sort of swings, and you see this wooden staircase heading down into the darkness. He motions for you to all to follow and starts to descend the stairs. Shall we take a quick break? So as you lot just start to descend these stairs into this basement below a taxidermy shop, we'll move over to the other 3. So you guys have sort of finished up, and you've made your way to the House of Knowledge by this point. So they've been gone for a good hour or so
that's
now.
probably what's happened as we're walking.
As you enter the House of Knowledge, it's quieter than it usually is. I mean, it's normally quite quiet in here anyway. But you see, there aren't many people around. There's more clerks and clerics sort of going around tidying up shelves and dusting. As you enter, you see Brother Anthus sat at the front desk, just sort of nosing a book.
Just walk up to him.
He, sorry, go on.
Excuse me.
He sort of doesn't respond for a couple of seconds, and then like looks up from the book. He's like, "Sorry, I was lost for a moment." Then, yes. You're Rin's little group, yes?
Yeah, that's us.
Come in. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we could ask you a question about some information on someone.
Of course.
What was her name again?
Lisa.
Linda. No. What was her name?
This is the sister we're going to see today.
Yeah.
Lysera.
Oh, yeah. It's the Lysera. She's the one performing at the Moonstone Mass tonight.
You watch as
Surname Belmain.
and you've seen him do this before when Rim was asking him questions last time you were here. He sort of starts to trace his hand on the desk, and he goes quiet for a minute, and he's like, "Oh, yes, Lysera. She one of the lecturers at the college. Yes, good. I've seen her perform a few times. They're rather good. Her and her wife."
We're heading over there today, actually, to see them perform. But we just wanted to get like some information on like her past type thing. Like, what did she do before this, or like?
And her songs.
Yes. Well, yeah. What?
Songs?
Not so much the songs.
Not so much the songs.
More
A
like
bit about the songs.
Well,
not
maybe,
so much about
if
the
we're
songs.
lucky.
um,
But it
more like
yeah.
background, family, that kind of thing.
Like, is she like?
His fingers start to trace the desk again, and you can see like he's in thought. And after a couple of seconds, we don't appear to have a lot, really. She arrived in the city some 20 years ago, and since then has taken up a position at the college, which she's held for about 10 years now, and married. She performs. I mean, what I heard, she's an excellent bard. Nothing more, really.
Okay. Well, we could work with that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, what were you looking for?
Just anything before she got to the city.
I mean, what is... I would have to go into the archives themselves. I can't access from here like I do the rest, but...
Would you?
I mean, how long have you got?
Oh, only a couple hours, not
couple
long.
of hours?
And we wouldn't want to put you out like that.
No, that should be enough, I think. I'm not promising anything.
But yeah, but anything you can find would be amazing, as long as you're not busy, yeah.
No, of course not. I'll be as quick as I can.
Yeah, we'll just be...
You make yourselves comfortable here, and he like motions at somebody else, and they run off to do something. You're not sure what yet. And he's like, "Look, there's a table over there. Sit yourselves down, and I'll be as quick as I can."
Okay.
And then you watch as he very slowly stands up from his chair, and like the old man crossing the road on a Sunday morning. Off he goes down the stack of books.
Oh no!
The sloth from what's that thing called?
Utopia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Or Zootropolis.
Like, this dude is ancient.
Yeah, stupid. I'm not going to just sit here while we wait. Do you mind if I just go look at some books a sec?
Of course, we'll be right here.
I'm just going to look at some druid books.
Have fun.
Some druid books.
Actually, Nuna runs off can she go looking for someone? Preferably not the guy that told me off last time.
Are you just looking for
Just
somebody who
someone-
works here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you round a corner and you see sort of this elf stood there in these these robes with the symbol of Ogmar on, just stacking away books.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I was just wondering, like, have you got any books on, like, druid magic? Or, like, the history of druids and stuff?
Yes. I mean, you'll need to be more specific.
Well, something that's more along the lines of blood. A bit of an odd request, I know. I'm doing research.
So, what? Like sacrificial rites within druid circles, or
like using blood as a magic source? I don't have much information on. That's why I'm trying to find some more. Like, is there any history of blood
druids
magic?
using blood?
Yeah.
Druids throughout history have used sacrifices as part of rituals, and is this what you mean?
Not exactly. Have you got any books on, like, blood magic, perhaps? Just not druid related. I'm doing research on the stuff going on in the town for the paper.
What paper?
Can I recall any newspaper or paper that I've ever seen in the scene?
No, how much is she panicking right now?
I have no idea. Just kind of
you can roll me history with disadvantage.
fuck me. The history of disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I get advantage, so it's a straight roll.
Cool.
Shit, that's even worse. I'm gonna change dice. 15, now it's a 14. Just don't like those numbers.
14.
Not bad.
It takes you a minute, but you remember the newspaper you see most of within Neverwinter is a publication called the Neverwinter Nights.
No, the Neverwinter Nights. I'm trying to get a job there.
They want you to research blood magic.
With the rumors going around of the the Fane.
He, his eyes widen and he, do not say that name in here.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be honest.
People say if you talk of it, it appears.
I've heard.
We have some on the Fane, if that is what you're looking for.
That would be quite handy, and just anything you haven't anything on blood magic would be from history. It's something. I just have a feeling it's connected.
Give me a bit of time, maybe, to look through the books and see if I can find something. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Okay.
Okay, I'll bring it to you when we're done.
Thank you. I'll be over there.
He sort of looks where you motion to the table,
and
then he scurries off.
I sculpt back.
You can see by the mention of the Fane put him real on edge for a minute.
She's not too happy about doing that.
So as you guys are waiting for both random elf cleric number 1 and Brother Anthus to return with your requested.
Sorry,
we'll go back.
what was his name? Sorry, what?
Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Uh-huh.
You're never going to see him again. Doesn't matter. We'll go back over to everyone else.
I know you said it.
I'm going to become best friends with Jimmy.
Then we'll remember that.
The hunt for Jimothy.
I'm sure I already know
come on
him.
an adventure with us, Jimothy.
I'm sure I already
He's
know
going to end
him.
up being the big bad. Calling him out.
Hey, Jimothy!
My best mate.
We'll go back over to the other group. So as the four of you descend these stairs, you descend into a sort of dark stone basement. Your Rendra at the front, following this guard down. As you get down the bottom, you look around. You see that the walls are just lined with like high shelves stacked with boxes, crates full of what you presume are supplies for the shop. I'm just going to move you over.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
I'll move everyone over so people who aren't there can still see.
I.e. the camera.
You see in the middle of this room, you see a few more guards stood around the edges of this room and the one that's brought you down. You see in the middle of this room a horse and a carriage that has been pulled in through these large double doors, which you presume lead out onto an alleyway or a street somewhere outside. On the back of this carriage, you see a cage with what looks to be a wolf inside that is slowly just pacing in circles around this cage. You see stood next to the carriage a very smartly dressed red-skinned tiefling, these long sort of curled horns, stood very prim and proper as you arrive. He looks, as you come in, the guard sort of like moves off from all of you and like stands over by these barrels. The tiefling turns to look at Rendra. Well, you brought guests. You watch as Rendra goes to speak and like sort of like the words get lost in his throat and he like almost like goes in on himself. And he's like, shit, and he looks at like you lot like help. Like you see he's panicking. You watch as this tiefling walks forward. He's like, well, don't stand on ceremony. Who are you?
Surprised you don't know who I am already.
Humor me.
Good. Dylan?
Now why would one of the most powerful sorcerers in Silvery Moon be in a dank basement in Neverwinter?
It is that dank basement in Neverwinter is the place to find animals. My experimentation.
He looks you up and down and he smirks. I mean, last I remember, this must be a new venture for the Daylins, right? It was machinery before. Now animals.
That is not your concern.
Is it not?
I should that payment be your concern.
Then you cut out.
Yep.
I said I should think that payment be your concern.
Well, payment helps. I do have a slight question. Why did you not just contact direct?
Because I was in the city. And because I want to examine the myself.
Funny, your husband didn't mention this when we spoke.
Well, I don't tell my husband everything.
What you did mention is that you were both supposed to be arriving in 2 days.
Well, I came ahead.
I see. And is this something... You watch as the whole time he's talking to you, he sort of, there's a signet ring on his finger that he's just playing with the whole time. And is this something that your husband is unaware of?
I would certainly prefer that this stay between you.
Roll me.
Medicine.
I'm going to say roll me deception with advantage.
Religion. Somebody pray. Somebody pray. Deception with advantage.
Yeah.
with the guidance as well, if it works.
With the
Also, sorry, I really enjoyed when I mentioned husband. Lily just went, shit, silently.
What
Yeah.
is his name? I can't remember what his name. Jen
What's
can't
his
remember,
name?
but-
I can't
but
remember off the
Magda
top
would
of my head.
know.
I can't remember his name.
What's your dad's name, Indara?
I can't remember my dad's name. I don't like him.
Bert.
I don't like him.
Fucking
Oh,
up.
Gertrude
Fabulous.
Bert.
Bertram and
Gutton
Bertram.
Bert.
no, it's not.
He
Hans.
Hansel.
Hans.
Yeah. Hans.
Hans.
It was Hans.
Yeah.
Hans.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Hans.
No, her father is Franz.
France.
France.
That's some
No,
good.
that's a
Um,
country. What's his name?
Franz Ferdinand.
Oh,
I
did
also
you get
like that you
your-
said.
You wait for
I
her
love that
brother.
you said Franz. No,
Franz.
that's ridiculous. No, how
What did
silly
you
of
get
me.
for your... What did you get for your
19.
deception?
You wait for her
19? He sort of, he looks you up and down. And what sort of animals would you be looking for, Mom?
I would. This is Jen's. I would like things that are unusual, wrong, strange, magic.
Talk into your fucking mic.
Move your mic
If
up.
possible, literally.
Move it up. I'm trying to subtly
Move it up.
signal that by doing that.
Magical, strange, strong, unusual.
He smiles and he takes a few steps back towards the cart. When he reaches the cart, you watch as he picks up this piece of wood and it's just like a little baton, and he smacks the cage that this wolf is in, and you see what is now this black wolf turns and snarls. As it does, you see parts of its skin sort of rip, and this green energy begins to show out of it. Its eyes begin to glow green, and this happens for about 30 seconds, and then it sort of goes back to looking like a normal wolf again. You mean something strange like this?
Yes, that's very interesting. Where does it come from?
Well, I don't think that's any of your business. How many would you like?
I would like a variety of not just predator, but also prey.
We don't deal with prey.
Well, then, not just wolves.
We have others.
I will need to see them.
It's a hefty price tag.
Go on.
It's 20,000 per specimen.
You know that we are good for it.
Yes. You see, the problem I have here is we have supplied Franz for his experiments for a long time. Is this going to affect our business with him?
I shouldn't think so. I can't see how my work should impact his.
Why? Why are you not telling him?
Because I am concerned that my work might force my path to cross with our daughter.
But she's gone.
She is no longer living with us, no.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about, surely.
She had an affinity with the animals. She was always our greatest disappointment. Franz in particular.
He has said on numerous occasions.
My experiments would upset her.
I'd imagine so. You say you're good for the money, but you seem to have downgraded in guards since last time.
I don't want to be too obvious in the city.
Clever.
Brick my neck.
He like gives you like a half-second glance and just smiles and then goes back to talking. And if you're good for the money, then I'll meet you normal place in a month's time.
All right.
We do have one teensy other little issue there.
Yes.
Well, it's such a pretty coat you're wearing. Can you just step back a few steps for me?
Can I do an insight, like to tell if he's trying to, like if he's gonna be violent with me, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled that dice, rolled it, and it was sat on 18, and I was like, there we go, and then it just went, and fell over to a 4, so that's a 7.
I mean, his demeanor hasn't changed. He seems the same as when you walked in.
It seemed like he's saying step back from Rendra.
Or the cave.
You can roll me an insight if you like.
Yeah. Inside is...
Gonna miss his voice.
That's right. 9.
Shall I'll roll as well, because we're all here, shall I?
Yeah,
But yeah, I think Indara would be rolling as well at this point. It's a 14 for Indara.
I got 50.
It's like, why the fuck are you stepping? I was going to just step back that far.
I mean, none of you are getting anything.
Oh.
If you could just 3 or 4 steps.
All right. I step back a few steps.
I gesture to Rendra to come back with us as well.
Rendra looks at you. He's like, okay. As he turns, you watch, and it's quick. It's fucking lightning. You watch as this beam crackles across the room, And Rin, as Rendra turns to speak to you, you just watch as his face just goes as this hits him, and you watch as he just slumps. He looks at you, Gert, and you see like he's gone back to playing with this ring on his finger. I presume you didn't want any witnesses for this. Nothing that could get back to France.
Naturally.
Your men here can dispose of this.
Yes.
I am trying to keep my composure, go up and pick the body up and sling it over my shoulder.
This is it. You could have just sorted me out. I don't think we needed to go through all of this rigmarole.
Perhaps not. But say I don't usually meet you like this.
This is true. He starts to walk over. Just gonna move you forward. And like it's almost like he's like now like half a foot away from you, like normal talking distance.
Dara's just going to step just off to one side, but she's got a bit of a view of him.
You watch as you move, Indara. You watch as you notice the guards around the room all instantly like follow your movement, but don't react. The Veil will want to know why, you realize.
All right.
I mean, being your house's biggest benefactors and funders for a long time now.
I have heard of the work of another. Somewhere near her. The name that was passed me was Malathar. I am
wonder who did pass that name to you, Gert?
Was it my information to sell? I'm interested in their work. I am wondering if can perhaps perfect it. Put it to use.
What use?
Well, worked to perfect these machines. Put them to everyday use. For the wealthy. Perhaps I can do the same with these animals.
He steps like a step closer now to the point where he's almost in the realm of being uncomfortably close.
I'm going to step a little bit.
As you move, Rin, you see the same as like when Adara moved. All these guards around the room, like they are weapons in hand, and they are watching all of you. I must insist that you hand over your source.
Someone in the Blades is investigating.
He, like, for the first time, you see, like, this smile on his face, this little, like, shit-eating smirk drops for a second. Who?
I don't ask for name. I ask for information.
Somebody in the Blades is searching for Malithor. This will upset
Apparently.
a lot of people. Including the Vale himself.
Well, I perhaps who speaks to their sources, but not here.
He doesn't say anything for a minute, and like you can all clearly see that he is thinking, but he's thinking rapidly. And the shipment that Franz is heading for. You would still like this, yes?
Franz, his business is his business.
Really?
I assist, I help, but this is mine.
Things must have changed quite dramatically.
Not
As far as I was concerned, Gert, you handled shipments.
I am busy. If you would prefer to deal with me, then I will continue.
You watch as he turns the ring on his hands, and then he drops his hands to his sides, and you watch as every guard in the room moves forward. And he takes like another small step, but like he is very much in your personal space now, and he's very close, and he is looking like at every feature. He is. Before you leave, sorry.
Before that, I want to have a quick, just like sort of look over to Indara and do one of these.
You can't
Like,
actually see Indara's face because her hood is that.
But I do that to her.
Forward.
But as subtly as I possibly can.
Mm.
Shipment that you ordered. Remind me again. What is it?
My hand on my hammer. But I'm ready to draw it, not...
Yeah, Indara's got a hand on her sword.
You're making my guards uncomfortable.
I can see.
Did you not want our money?
What is the shipment?
Why are you asking me this?
He leans in to the point where, like, he is, like, here past your face, and in a very low voice. Because Gert Delin is currently 2 days from Neverwinter. And you are not her.
Are you sure?
Shall we find out?
And how would we do that?
He leans over, and as he does, he places a finger on top of your cane. What is this?
It's just something I picked up.
It's a bit gaudy for your usual style, isn't it?
I understand that there is something interesting about it.
He looks over your shoulder towards Indara. My guards are a little uncomfortable. Why does this one not show their face?
I don't know.
Like the whole time, he's sort of just stroking the cane as he's talking to you, and like he is uncomfortably close now.
I hired these two. This one came with.
He takes his hand off your cane and he takes a couple of steps backwards. A down payment, as usual.
All right.
He motions, and you watch as the guard that brought you downstairs walks over and stands next to you as if waiting.
I do not carry that quantity of gold. Person, I'm not an idiot.
And I would never presume you are.
Therefore,
As
you can
usual.
access our accounts.
You know France doesn't do that.
Yes.
He will accompany you. Once
What?
he is back.
In a month's time?
Once he is back with the down payment, your order will be placed.
All right. Well, then I suppose we go.
One last question.
Yes.
What's my name?
Fuck you, Damo.
We're meant to ask you that.
Don't tell him,
guys.
Wait, well, no. So we.
Do a Magda.
I'm just assuming this is Mr. Silk, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean, do a Magda?
If you've forgotten your name, why are you asking me if you've forgotten your own name?
Yeah, that's gonna go down well.
Elliot.
You are Mr. Silk, are you not?
I'm not that. I've dined in your home.
Perhaps you are not who you say.
It's nice.
Are any of us? Well, we are in a basement. Smells like feces. And a little bit like feet. This is not the sort of place where we all are open and easy with each other, is it? And certainly the workings of my private life are none of your business. what Franz and I are doing. For example.
He steps forward.
Again,
Can
give
he
me
get
right
in?
heads in a minute.
No, he took a couple of steps back, didn't he?
Oh,
Just
okay.
gonna look down on it.
He just doesn't get personal space.
And he leans in, like, quite close again. I know in Silvery Moon, you're accustomed to a certain type of bowing and... Don't forget who pays your bills, Kurt.
Bollocks. Cut out. Did you forget who pays yours?
He steps back slightly. He starts to twist the ring on his finger. As he does, you notice this guard is stood right next to you now. As he twists the ring, you watch as... Actually, roll me a quick perception. Anyone who's watching him.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Natural 20, baby. For a 23.
18.
Your peripherals are just like that.
You got Rendra's arse in your face, you can't see nothing. Magda, you notice as he starts to spin this ring on his finger, his eyes, these like dark, almost blood red eyes, you notice with a natural 20 that they flicker, almost changing from like purple to green back to red. And he goes silent for a moment.
Are you feeling quite alright?
I am. He looks over your shoulder. Dara, darling, take off the hood.
Yeah, Dara's just going to take off the hood.
I feign looking mad.
What, you already thought I was going to let you do this, mother?
Roll me a performance check.
I've still got my guidance because I haven't used it. Is it D4?
Yeah.
How long does guidance last?
It lasts a minute.
10,000 hours!
It lasts a minute.
Very
One
fast
year.
conversation.
We're playing it at 1.5.
Damn it, why did I get the nat 20 last time? Okay.
I mean, I could cast it again.
We should
15.
leave.
Where'd you go?
15.
He clicks his fingers. You watch as the two guards in the back raise their crossbows. The guard next to you reaches out and grabs your arm.
What, in Dara?
Get your hands off her.
Grabs my arm or in Dara's arm? Sorry.
Yours.
Oh, but
He looks at you, Rin. Now, just wait a moment. Are you going to tell me, or...
why? My work?
Bring it to your face. You're talking
It
in the
is-
top of it,
It is here.
but you're not meant to.
It is here. Tell
I
you
don't know what you said.
You do your bit again,
You're starting to test my patience.
Oh, excuse me.
Fucking hell. Heard across town.
Lovely.
You just really stressed us out, all right, Damien? We're just having a
Way
moment.
too many grapes.
Right, carry on.
I don't understand what you mean. I did not know that my daughter was here. Clearly, these apes have set me up.
What? Like acting really confused.
Fine. He takes a couple of steps back from you. He turns. He walks back to the cart. He motions at the guard holding you, who lets go, and walks back across the room. If you won't tell me, I'll give you exactly what you came here for. You watch as he reaches over
Ah, shit sticks.
to the cage.
Fucking thing.
Fucking hell.
He flicks the lock and he swings the door open. And you watch, he turns the ring on his hand, and this wolf jumps from the cage, lands in front of him, and as it turns to the four of you, you hear the cracking of bones as this thing begins to shift and move, and you watch as like almost its spine starts to protrude from its back. Its ribs push out from its skin. You see this glow of this like green necrotic energy coming from its maw, its ribs, its eyes as this thing transforms in front of you.
I'm still trying to hold on to the axe. I'm like, marvelous.
Oh, I see.
You don't want my sauce then?
I must say, you've done very well, even now. He claps, and this thing starts to charge towards you.
I would like to cast command on it and yell, sit at level 2.
Read command.
Paladin. Sorry.
You speak a one-word command to a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
A creature.
Yeah. So if this is a creature...
Shit. Oh no.
Okay.
The spell has no effect if the target is undead.
I feel like the target might be undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Target's just gonna be
You cast command.
Mhm.
It casts fine. Oh, actually,
No.
Yeah, you need to double check if that casts.
it casts fine. The creature still runs, just
Can
falls
I-
short.
Can I cast Bless?
Cheers, lads.
I'd say yes, but that's
Or
not
do
gonna
we-
hit.
Or do we roll initiative? Yeah.
Cast bless.
No.
Oh, fucking god, look at the size of it.
Oh,
my god.
big boy.
Okay.
And would everybody
the other 3.
like to roll initiative?
-1 of fucking initiative.
Oh no.
Give some battle music, please.
I'm on it.
I need the adrenaline running.
So, I think
So
they're
you
doing really
guys
well.
get
They
a
must. We
D4.
haven't heard anything, so they must be doing
They
really
must be
well.
doing great, yeah.
You guys get your D4 for Bless. Well,
I've sat for 4 sessions listening to you make this plan. Go in.
and you didn't once tell us it was a shit plan, Damien.
Yeah, I think it's been one of the better plans, to be honest with you.
It has.
I think
It was really
one
good.
of our best plans.
I tried, guys. I'm
I
sorry.
assume there was a lot of behind-the-scenes insight rolls there.
I really enjoyed Lily's face throughout all of that, though.
Right.
Good. Oh shit! What?
I got an 11.
I got to 21.
17.
I got 16.
I am slow as fuck.
We got some coffees waiting for
Yeah,
our
I'd like some more
books.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
Popcorn.
Yeah, you guys are having a lovely
Nice.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Fucking shitty magic as well, because I'm dumb.
Just makes you feel any better. I'm not exactly the most magical being.
Right, Rin, what did you get? 11?
11, yeah.
It is so hard.
Magda?
17.
What's your dex?
Mine. Plus
Yeah.
1.
No, mine's -1.
Oh, Jacqueline?
16.
Dara?
21.
She's got all the decks.
He robbed the Dex bank.
You should have sent in deck specs.
She is Tenacious Dex.
I suspect I'm
Tenacious Dex.
keeping
It's
friends.
not happening. Never played.
Yeah,
Never
that
played.
It's gonna make Tenacious Dex happen. It's not gonna
I
happen.
think you should be Tenacious Dex. I
Our
love it.
decks are so tenacious.
Dexosaurus Rex.
Okay, top of the round, Indara.
Oh shit, what? Okay. Well, Indara is going to pull out her bow, cast Hail of Thorns on it, and then shoot at the radioactive wolf creature. Because, yeah.
Uranium fever.
Go for it.
I mean, that's not great.
This is time for a critical hit. If
It
that
would
ever
be,
was-
but I did not got a critical hit. That is.
I mean, it'd be great if that's how it worked,
16
wouldn't it?
Yeah, that is 16 to hit.
16. It just
Yeah.
sails just past this thing
Ugh,
and clatters off into the shelves.
how
This thing is
frustrating.
now like bearing down on all of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
wonderful.
yeah. Amazing.
Wonderful.
Cool. Okay, well, that was my bonus action and my action, so I will just stay where I am for the time being.
It is the guard's turn. Why are you not there?
Why is it really fast? What happened? It's not
Can
fast
you hear the
forwarding.
music?
Yeah, you're just fast forwarding
Yeah.
The
through
music
it.
went
man.
crazy.
I can't hear anything.
No, we can.
It's very loud over here now.
It's incredibly loud. It's better.
Well, as long as you can hear it, that's fine. Cool. It is the guard's turn. You watch, along with Silk. That's 5, 10, 15. You see one guard runs to the doors. You watch as one guard jumps on the cage on the back, and you watch as Silk steps up onto the back of this carriage. This one with his action is going to swing open the double doors. And you watch as the other guard sort of like smacks the back of the horse with like this whip to get it going. And the carriage starts to head out. See, this one is going to run forward to here. This one moves forward to here. This one is going to take a shot. So you watch as this one runs across, and like as he does, you watch as he loads his crossbow as he's running. He comes around the other side of the wolf, and he's going to take a shot at Rin. For 14.
I get more AC because I've got the dead body in my shoulder.
You'd
Half
get
cover.
less.
Cover.
Half cover. Sure. It's a 14 to hit.
Well,
14 misses.
goes in the
So,
butt.
as you turn to dodge it, and it just sticks in Rendra's leg.
Oh, shit. I wanted to try and heal him, to be fair.
I think he's dead.
He's now a shield.
Is it dead yet?
Yes.
You think he's dead?
This guy's going to use his action to close the distance to Magda,
Bitch.
ending his turn. And then it is the wolf's turn.
Uh-oh.
It also finishes closing the distance.
Oh, okay.
And is also
Barbarian.
Go
The barbarian.
Magda.
I haven't raged yet.
I know.
You have not. As this thing runs towards you, you watch as it sort of rears up as it gets to you, and this like maw opens, and you see this wisp of green energy as this thing comes down for a bite for 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Or what am I D8? Oh, yeah. This thing like slams into you, and these teeth just tear into your flesh, Magda. You take You take 13 piercing damage.
Looks.
And 5 necrotic damage as you feel your body start to weaken, almost as this is pulling something out of you as it's sinking its teeth into you.
Okay. Sorry, how much necrotic damage?
5.
Okay. That hurt.
That's the wolf done. Magda, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay, I have like a split second to make a decision, so I kind of like just do a little shrug and look down at the cane, and I would like to rage, please.
Okey-dokey.
I would like to rage.
I would like to rage.
Yeah.
And also do, I shout, all right then, come on and get it. In a very German accent.
Yeah, come at me, bastard.
Come and get me, bro.
So do you, when you rage, do you hold the form of Gert, but feathery and huge?
Yes. And green-ish.
And green. Oh yeah, you
Green
grow,
feathers.
don't you?
Yeah.
As you start to rage, you see like Silk on the back of this carriage now just leaving like the warehouse. I can't get rid of the carriage because it's part of the map. But,
Is it
and-
actually going in that one turn?
Yeah.
It's a horse, so it could move pretty fast.
At least.
You see Silk. The last thing you see as you rage before the sort of mist takes over is Silk just smiling at you as he goes out. But that is them gone.
Okay. And then I am going to hit the wolf with my Bludger Regard, which I assume takes on the normal form.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit with my bludgy. My bludgy.
Just out of curiosity, reactions.
Hmm.
When are you able to take
It depends what it says.
the reaction? I can cast a spell as a reaction
What spell?
with Warcaster.
So Warcaster
You can
is
use your reaction.
as an opportunity attack.
Yeah, they need to go the same sort of 5 foot
Yeah,
thing of
that's fine.
normal opportunity attacks.
It's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, so you hit. So as this
Okay.
thing's like reeling back from this bite on you, you just fucking rage. You like hulk out. Your Kane takes on this maul, and you just come in with this swing that connects with this wolf.
16 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, I guess, is it.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Jacqueline, your turn.
So seeing that they've gone, I am going to twat this thing with my longsword.
Yep.
Eight.
No, you sort of run in and you like fumble your sword and you go to hit and you just miss and like scraped across the ground.
Yeah. Not a lot else. That's frustrating.
Okay. Rin.
I'll move up to this thing. I'll go over to the other guard, and I say to him, it's like, this is how you think you're going to brew. Sorry, I prepared it, but I forgot it. And I say, if this is how you're trying to be remembered, this isn't how. And then I try to use Turn Undead.
Okay.
Against the wolf guy.
Against the living guy.
Yeah. I as I do this, I sort of take the shoulder of Jacqueline, and I'm just like, and I say a small prayer. I clasp my harmonica and I say, I know, Ellie, but I need you right now. I'm so sorry. I fucked everything up, but I need you in this moment. Please.
That's a lot in 6 seconds, that.
How much you want to take? Please help me, Millie. I'm so sorry I fucked up.
You're good.
Nailed it.
You grab the now restored thing on your chest. You attempt to cast undead. Turn undead, sorry. Sorry. Nothing comes to you.
Oh.
Sorry, that was a 5 on that one. I got a tickle. Anything else?
Then I will try to cast another spell. Well, because that was a domain feature, so I assume, is that expended as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So I'm going to attempt to cast Spiritual Weapon.
You hold your hand out and you cast Spiritual Weapon. Where would you like it?
On the other side of it.
So yeah, you watch as this time you go to cast and you see this like beam of light and this hammer appears the other side.
No, it's Jacqueline's sword.
Sword then. Sorry, I've got a right tickle in my throat.
And it will make a swing at the thing.
We'll go for it.
Where are you? Spiritual Weapon. 1d8 plus your spellcaster. That's so cool. I need to roll to hit first. So long since we've been in battle. $17.
17 hits.
Yay. Okay, and then 1d8 plus 3. Ugh, 1, 4.
Okay.
I thank Millie.
Like, sod off.
How
Sod
dare
off.
you.
Red lie in it.
Stop texting me.
Yeah, I
delete
know,
this number.
Right, is that it for...
It is,
Red.
yes.
Cool, so back to top of the round, Indara.
Okay, so Indara is going to use her phase step and appear here. And because she's right there, because she's in autumn, 2 creatures within 10 feet of me when I appear have to make wisdom saving throws. So that'll be this guy and this guy. And if they fail, then they're going to be charmed by me.
Excellent.
Well, we'll do the guy with the mace first. Wisdom.
Oh, you're lovely.
That's a
you are.
4.
Cool, that's a fail.
And the next one is a 15.
Okay, that passes. So one is quite charmed by me right now, and the other is not at all.
Not at all.
Quite charmed.
Not at all.
It's quite.
It's quite charmed. He finds me quite charming.
Quite charmed, yes.
Quite charming. And then once that's happened, she's going to move back to there, so she's a bit further away from the wolf, and shout to her charmed friend, I would appreciate some help with this. And then she's going to shoot the wolf.
Okie dokie, go for it.
Okay, so that is 22 to hit the wolf.
Your charm thing, is it just standard charmed, yeah?
Yeah. The standard charmed.
Okay. And what was it to hit the wolf, sorry?
22.
Hits.
Cool. And, oh shit, she's still got Hail of Thorns going, hasn't she? Yeah, so the wolf and anybody in 5 feet of it needs to make a dex saving throw.
Anyone.
Within 5 feet? Or
That's
just
what it
enemies?
says on here. No, that's what it says on here.
Like, fuck, I've got advantage on dex saving throws.
So that's going to be everyone.
Yeah.
Nice, hey?
15 for me.
Cool, you succeed.
That is 4 for
That's
your...
baby.
Nat 20, nice. Rin?
Nice.
Dexterity was it, sorry?
Dex save, yeah.
Oh, not too bad. 16.
Cool, you succeed. Anyone who
Fast.
gets over 13 succeeds this.
That's 4 for your charmed guy.
Shit. He's not charmed anymore now, though.
No.
And that is... Where's my fucking stat block gone? Dex. That's a lot for the wolf, like 20 plus.
That's fine. Anyone who failed the dex saving throw takes 2 damage. Anyone succeeded takes 1 from the Hail of Thorns. And the wolf also takes 6 piercing damage from the arrow.
Is Hail of Thorns piercing damage as well?
Yeah,
Right, well, do I just take nothing then?
I assume so.
If it's half
Or is it just...
Oh, sorry, no, it's 9 damage from the arrow. Can't add.
for the wolf. Cool.
Yeah.
So you watch, and in like the period of about 3 seconds, this guy goes from like attacking Magda to looking at you like, and then just, and then it's like, fuck, as he takes his damage, the shortest charmed ever.
Damn it, I know.
That's good though.
I'm so annoyed by that. I'm so annoyed by that, but it would have been so
Nine
useful. No.
Discard. Now, confused as shit, is going to take another swing at you, Magda.
Great.
I tried.
Oh, bottoms.
For a 10 to hit.
No.
Cool. The second one is going to take another shot at now Jackerin. Oh, God. I'll just go home. For a 5 to hit.
Yep, no, that misses.
So they both just completely fumble and miss as they come into attack. It is the wolf's turn.
I don't want it to be the wolf's turn.
The wolf, I'm gonna
No.
actually,
No, thank you.
because he's being attacked from all sides now. The wolf sort of turns and looks at you, Rin. And you watch as the maw opens and it pounces towards you for a bite.
Uh-oh.
Or 27 to hit.
What kind of damage is it?
So you take 15 piercing damage.
Fucking hell, dude. How much necrotic?
And 5 necrotic. As you feel this almost like, it feels like poison, but not, just starts seeping into your body.
Can I make an opportunity attack? It's attacked someone other than me.
No, an opportunity attack if it's moved out of your range.
No, I've got Sentinel.
Yes, you can.
Lovely.
That's beautiful, that.
That is...
As I've just like raised my shield, but it's like its teeth have gone over it and sort of like encased the shield as well. I'm like, fuck!
Like, this thing is big.
Bear with.
Let's turn that down a bit. Fuck yeah.
Sheets be.
And I was into it.
It's all just going to be all over the shop. It's going to be brilliant.
That is 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Ow. We'll just roll that then.
I don't know if anyone else is, but I'm finding you quite quiet.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Sorry about that. I was just grabbing me dice down here, so I wasn't close to the mic.
That sounded like a euphemism, didn't it?
That was 14 damage.
14 damage, very nice. As you hit into this thing, you watch for a second as it it really buckles. And you notice that the light coming from within, like its rib cage and its maw, almost pulses rapidly for like half a second and then slows again.
Okay.
Anything else?
Its speed is now 0.
What's that?
Its speed
Its
is
speed
0.
is now 0.
Cool. Rin.
I'm fucked. But sorry, I wasn't prepared. I'm going to attempt to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okie dokie. At what level?
1.
You place your hand on your chest, you cast Cure Wounds, and you feel the magic start to pour into you.
D8.
Stressful this rolling for spells, isn't it?
4 plus 3, 7. 7 hit points.
Cool. Anything else for Rin?
My bonus action is to get my spiritual weapon to hit again.
Go for it.
I'm actually... Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, really.
And Daria next.
D20.
Yeah, I know.
Plus 5. So it's a 12.
12 misses.
That's it.
Cool. And Dara?
Okay, so Dara is going to cast Hunter's Mark, which means Hail of Thorns goes away. And Hunter's Mark takes its place, and that's a bonus action. And then she's going to shoot the Wolfy Wolf again.
Are you guys Hunter's Mark on the wolf?
Yeah. What was that? I can't read my dial. So 16 plus 7, so that's a 23 to hit. Yeah, and then that is 11 damage total. 7 from the arrow and 4 from the Hunter's Mark. The 7 piercing of whatever Hunter's Mark is.
You watch again as this arrow like slams into this wolf. It buckles, and you see the light inside for like just start to and then calm down again.
Oh, I don't like that.
Is that you done?
I'm gonna step a little bit further back this way.
Okie dokie. It is the guard's turn. This one next to you, Magda. You watch as he casts his eye away from you during the last few turns and is watching the wolf. He sort of looks as if he's going to go to hit you, and then you just hear him very quietly on his breath. He goes, "Fuck this," and he is going to make a break and he's going to run. So you get an attack of opportunity.
Fucking yeah, I do. I'm gonna hit him.
Go for it.
Looking for you. Okay. Oh, I can't really do that. That is a 15 plus 6, I believe. Yep, 21. Well, looks that wasn't so great. 10 damage.
So he takes the hit, and like you fucking smash him in the back, almost making him stumble and fall as he starts to run. He is going to use his entire action. So you see as he's just bolting for the door now that's now open.
Jesus.
The second one, seeing this run past him, seeing his like friend run past, just sort of looks and does the same, casting its eye towards the wolf. And you watch as he disappears out the door into the alleyway just outside. It is the wolf's turn. The wolf doesn't attack, but you watch as it sort of hunkers down. So you know, like when animals are like hunting, it goes down into like a hunkered stance, and you watch as this light inside starts to go. Magda, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the wolf. Oh. Don't be attacked by a cat.
A tiny wolf.
and I'm done. I'm off.
Just turned around and their face was like,
my work is done here.
Turned it into a 4D experience.
Oh, bollocks. I'm going to blame the cat for this. That's a 12 to hit.
So yeah, you go, and like, because it's hunkered down, in your rage, you just like across the top, but just miss. Like the weight of your maul is slightly off.
Okay. Okay. My bonus action. I am going to dash as a bonus action with my eagle trait. And I am going to try and chase after this guard. Then.
Okay.
Which will give the wolf a disadvantage on an attack of opportunity.
So it's going to take the attack of opportunities. The rest of you watch as almost like spring-loaded from its like downed position, just as soon as you move, goes for you. Disadvantage. 14.
It's just.
So, it just gets you, and it rakes its claws down your back as you start to run.
You're raging now, that.
Yeah.
82 points of damage.
Dead. You're dead.
Right.
You're dead.
You take 6 points of piercing damage, reduced to 3 because you're raging.
Yeah.
And I also need you to make me a strength saving throw, which I believe you'll get advantage on because you're raging.
Yes, I do. Oh, fucking Jesus. Oh, thank God for that. 19. Otherwise, that would have been quite
So you
bad.
save. As these claws sink in, you manage to push through, and you scream in rage, but this thing was trying to drag you to the floor. You manage to break off and you run after the guy.
Can I just ask, has he wearing my fancy clothes?
Oh yeah.
Because it attacked someone else other than me, do I get another opportunity attack?
It's in the same
Is
round.
it still,
Same round.
Is it a different round?
It's a different round.
It is, yeah.
It's different
Your
round, yeah.
reaction resets on your turn. Yeah.
Is it a different round?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but yeah.
Yeah, but have you had a
got
turn
your turn yet.
since?
You haven't had a turn yet.
Yeah,
no.
Turn,
it's,
so yeah.
your
So
reaction
your
is-
reaction hasn't reset.
Yeah.
All too much, isn't it? All too much.
Anything else from Magda? Is that done?
That's everything for Magda.
Cool. Jacqueline, it's your turn.
Well, Is it gone back to being like? Has it got back?
It's still.
But but the light has definitely got more frantic.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
it's starting to.
is it going quicker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, seeing this, is going to cast. Let's go to use Nature's Wrath. Can I get either a Strength or Dex saving throw? You've got to beat 12.
He passes.
Okay.
Really nice in this library, isn't it, guys?
So nice.
Should I get like a cello player over there or something? That'd be quite nice, relaxing.
Cello, it's a bass.
well, with luck, your plan won't go as badly wrong.
I can't do anything else, but can I say to Rin, because he's right next to me, this doesn't seem right, as I point.
Well, I say, duh.
Yeah.
But can I gesture the?
Yeah, with that, it is Rin's turn.
So, see if this fucking works. I'm going to attack it.
Mm-hmm.
Just with my hammer, which is a +3 to hit. Okay, cool. Which is a 21.
It's
Which is 1d8 +3. Where's my d8's gone?
The answer is 38.125.
Okay.
Whoa.
For sure.
Millie?
7, 8, 10. So 10 damage to it.
yeah.
But then I will use my Shield Master feature with the Shield Master shove and attempt to push it back 5 feet. So it's my strength athletics against your athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not that great. 11.
That is an 18 from the wolf.
No, don't mind him.
So you slam into this thing with your shield and it doesn't move. As you hit it both times,
go on, so yeah.
both with your hammer and with your shield, it just.
Is it going to go bang?
I'm gonna. I didn't need to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are you running?
Yeah.
You gonna take an opportunity?
No.
Shield Master?
No, because you've already had one.
Nice.
Aha!
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 It's just too much to remember.
DM'd yourself.
That's how we pay attention. Indara.
Okay, Indara is just going to see what's going on with this wolf and just be like, nope.
Oh, sorry, there is... No, I used my bonus action. Apologies.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to the... Yeah, she's going to dash to the door.
Oh, well, now I feel left out.
Run, you silly cunt.
It's tradition for you to start writing a new character like halfway through the start of the campaign, right?
Yeah.
More or less. More or less. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks already.
Oh, yeah.
Do you dash anything with your bonus action?
No.
No? All good? Cool.
That's what she's doing.
So it's the guard's turn. You see the one with the crossbow? He just fucking disappears down the alleyway and is gone.
Oh, damn.
This one turns, seeing you both running after him. He's, fuck! And he's going to run again, so I don't know if you want to take...
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no, can you?
Yes, I do.
You took one last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, but you had to go,
hasn't-
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
But you can see that like, he's got no desire to fight you now. He's just running.
Break his legs.
Okay. I am gonna hit him, but I'm gonna aim to hit him to knock him out, not to kill him.
Hey!
Oh my god!
24.
Wait, you can do that?
24 hits.
Just to be clear, we've always known I know how to do that.
24 hits.
No one's
Okay.
ever done that before in D&D ever.
Do we?
13.
Toggle non...
13.
19 damage.
Like, you hit him and you hit him hard, and he does falter for a second.
Well, I lightly bludgeon him. It's a gentle bludgeon.
He
It's a love
carries on.
It's a loving bludgeon.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And he goes the other way down the alleyway that the other one went, and is gone.
Jackering, get the fuck out of there, boy.
I'm gonna stay. It is time.
It is the wolf's turn.
It's you and me, baby.
Let's
go out together.
As this thing rounds
Let's
on
tango.
you, Jacqueline, you see now that this light inside is growing brighter and brighter, and it is. It rears up, and you watch as its maw opens, and you think, fuck, it's going for a bite. But it carries on, and you hear the cracking of bones as its maw just keeps going, and its head almost starts to envelop itself and turn back into its spine. And you watch, and you've seen something similar to this before, but not quite, when Luna turned that guy into a fucking pretzel. You watch as it almost like implodes on itself, and you hear woof, woof.
Oh,
As this thing just explodes
oh god.
out.
So just to be clear, the image he Pac-Man dying himself, like waka waka waka.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
This wave,
Sound effect.
this wave that shakes. You watch as boxes start to fall from the shelves. Things are blasted and smashed into the wall. This wave of necrotic energy just bursts out 30 feet. So this is going to get Magda, Rin, Jacqueline.
Ew.
As you all get hit. And it's not, you're not getting hit by like bones and skin. It's just this wave of this energy that's just come out of this thing.
Oh, it's like an electrode.
He went, fuck!
Explosion.
I'm here to fight.
I thought a Pokemon reference would go down better, but fine. Fine.
Let's go kill myself then, shall I?
No, it's just
You
only the
all
one.
take
No.
That's a bit
I thought
far.
Pac-Man was safe, but apparently
Jen,
not.
a bit far that.
Is there no reaction that I can do with it?
If you have a reaction that
I'll read it to you. It's Shield Master Evasion. So if you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage. There's no save? Okay, fair enough.
So as you all get hit with this wave of energy, you take 21 points
I'm down.
of necrotic damage.
Fuck.
I'm so glad we're at the library.
Great.
The rest of you watch as this sort of dissipates, and you watch like the dust that has been kicked up from this settle. The rest of you watch as Rin sort of turns to look at Magda and just drops to the ground.
I'd like to sort of like try and do it like the shield thing, and then it's just it's no effect, and it's just like
Okay.
With that, you guys
wait.
Quick.
When you reduce to 0 HP, I'm not killed. I got to 1 HP instead.
So you watch him hit the ground, Orc, yeah. You watch as he hits the ground and you all go, shit. And then you just see like, I'm okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
That was stressing me out. I was literally like, sheds.
You guys in the library.
This cucumber was amazing.
Absolutely delightful.
You are,
Someone call them.
For the sake of brevity, you are presented. It takes about an hour to get what you've asked for. You are presented with 2 books, one by Anthus and one by Mystery Elf Clerk number 1, Jimothy. One is titled, and Anthus mentions that it took him a while to find this in the archives. One is titled The Heroes of Saltmarsh. Another is titled, the one brought by Jimothy and given to you, Luna, is titled The Primal Forces of Faerun.
2 really heavy books.
And we will leave it there.
I thought it might be okay. Oh, thank fuck, I'm on a walk.
That book now.
No, I'm so lucky.
But not
Well, then we all
talking
decided
for
to move.
40 minutes watching this unfold. It has been the most terrifying
I
thing.
honestly thought everyone was going to die.
Yeah,
This
same.
entire thing,
We're Jackie.
this entire thing has been extremely stressful. I don't think I'm going to sleep well tonight.
Add another level to the stress. Well, you don't know if your spells are going to work because you're a dumb fuck.
I would like to point out.
You're a dumb fuck.
I just don't understand when you kept that lie going, Jen. I was just like, just let it go. Just stop it. Stop lying. Stop lying.
I mean, fair play.
I was a little bit ready to like throw the body of the fucking Rendra at Silk.
Yeah. I would like to just say that before we even left the inn, I wrote, "This is going to be a fucking disaster."
I think Indora's just learned some truths about her family.
No, it's just learned some information about her family that she didn't know because she's obviously the unwanted child. Which also, incidentally, Chen, ouch.